Hey everyone, Elliot from El's Auto Care here. If you see my last video, when I was changing the rear discs and pads on the Vauxhall Meriva, you would have seen at the end that I needed to replace the caliper because it had seized up. So this is what we're going to do in this video. So here's the caliper. What we're going to do is remove that, but before we do that, and we're going to remove the handbrake cable here. So we're going to put a pry bar in and lever this arm down. With it levered down, we're going to put another screwdriver in and just flick the ball out of place and free that part of the handbrake up. With that freed up, we're going to follow the handbrake cable down to where it comes into the bottom of the caliper here. As you can see, it's got a little clip in it there. We're just going to take a screwdriver and pop that clip out. With that clip out, we're free to just pull the caliper out, watch it don't pull off the boot, and just gently pull out the handbrake cable. We now need to remove this brake pipe that's connected to the caliper. But first we're going to have to clamp this pipe to stop the brake fluid from leaking out. So you get a pair of brake hose clamps and just clamp it off as close as you can so you don't have to bleed out as much air later on. Now to remove the bolt here, we're going to get a 13mm socket and very gently twist it off. It's a bit of a special bolt and you don't want to damage it, and I'll show you why. You want to be as gentle as you can on it. The reason you need to be careful with this one is because it's hollow. It's called a banjo bolt because it's hollow like a banjo. If I show you now, you can see the holes going through it. See that one there? And another one on the end there that allows the brake fluid to go through. So you obviously can't put as much force on it as you can. Now we're going to remove these caliper, the carrier bolts, just to get the caliper up out the way. It's just like you would if you're doing a normal brake change. These ones have already been loosened because I was doing the brake change, so they should come out nice and easy. Yours might not come out as easy, you might have to put a bit of effort into it. Now just pull the caliper off. You might need to give the hose a little wiggle to get it free, but it's all done, it's off. Now we're just going to refit it in reverse order, so we're going to put the caliper back on first. Just do those bolts back up in it. These are 13mm, I believe, with a 17mm retaining bolt on the inside on that. With both the top and the bottom one in finger tight, just tighten it up nicely with the spanner. Again, you're going to have to hold this in a bolt. Sometimes you can get away with not doing it, but it looks like this one's going to need it. I'm going to use my ratchet now just to speed it up because I can get it in on this bottom one without the hose there as well. But if you don't have one, you can just use a spanner. Because this bolt head is quite thin, now it's tightened up and requires a bit of effort. I'm going to swap back to the spanner just so I don't round it off basically, and I got a nice little bit of a leverage on the thinner spanner there. And then the same on the top. And use my ratchet again, and then when it gets so tight, and I don't want to run the head off, I'm going to put the spanner on there and tighten up the rest of the way with the spanner. Okay, so now we're going to put the brake hose back into this hole here. So simply line it all up, make sure you got your washers on either end to seal it, and gently twist that bolt back in. Remember, don't do it too tight because you don't want to twist the hollow inside. Now remove the brake hose clamps and allow the brake fluid to run through it again. And now it's ready for bleed in, so I'm going to take this dust cover off the bleed nipple and set up my bleed pump. So I've got a bleed bottle with a valve in it that stops the air from coming out. As you can see, it's connected here. So I'm going to go and press on the pedal and force the fluid out. You should be able to see this bottle fill up now in the screen. This is probably a good time to tell you to have a catch can underneath just in case. It's a bit dangerous, so you want to make sure you don't get this on any paintwork or anything like that. But yeah, just be careful, guys. As you can see, the bottle's filling up now as where I'm pumping the pedal, and it's forcing the air and the fluid out. Now tighten up the bleed nipple back up to stop any excess fluid dripping out, and then the job is complete. So there's a dealership up Cardiff. I'll swap it for a Ferrari today. Hey guys, I didn't record it, but you need to reconnect the handbrake cable. It's the same process as this connection. You lever it down now and just flick the handbrake cable back into place. It's as simple as that. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Cheers guys.